What's it look like? Yeah. That was really good. You want to add something, Caitlin?
And it's very strong.
It's very strong.
Knock down the mouse.
Good. Yeah.
It could pick up almost anything.
Yeah, it depends how strong it is. It can pick up a lot, can it? Yes, ma'am. It does look like a phone. There's a lot of shapes they can have, though. We're going to watch a video about it. Some of them are like funnels. Some of them are just big things that you can't even tell what they are. It just looks like a big mass of air.
I feel like different as like as what it too.
Yeah, very good.
One time, I heard about one that went off the chart.
Wow, that's a really strong tornado. Yes, they're rated on the Fujita scale. We're going to watch the movie and learn a little bit about that.
Can we talk right?
Yes, please. That'd be awesome.
Dear Tim and Moby, how do tornadoes form? From Paul. Tornadoes are whirling columns of air with winds that spin at hundreds of kilometers per hour. They're among the most destructive forms of weather on Earth. Tornadoes usually occur during thunderstorms. In fact, if you see one, it'll usually look like descending from the bottom of a big thundercloud. The nastier the storm, the higher the chance of a strong tornado forming. And the most dangerous tornadoes come from especially violent thunderstorms called supercells. They begin forming as winds moving in opposite directions. When this happens, the difference in wind speed and direction can create a horizontal spinning effect in the lower atmosphere. Well, I know it doesn't look like a tornado. That's because it's not a tornado yet. As a thunderstorm forms, warm, humid air begins rising upward. The air rising into the clouds is called an updraft. It can tilt the horizontal tube of spinning air into a vertical tube of spinning air. This area of rotation, or mesocyclone, can be anywhere from 2 to 10 kilometers wide. As it spins, it keeps picking up speed and it's fueling the storm. I told you to knock that off. Anyway, as the warm air rises, the cooler, denser air at the back of the storm starts descending. This strong downdraft pulls part of the area of rotation toward the ground. When it touches down, you've got a tornado. The dust and debris it picks up as it moves gives it a dark color. You know, Moby, I'm trying to teach an important concept here. Tornadoes come in all shapes and sizes, anywhere from a few meters to several kilometers across. And the winds inside them range from 100 to 500 kilometers per hour. Tornadoes are rated on something called the Fujita scale. The smallest tornadoes are rated F0, while the strongest ones are F5 or F6. Most tornadoes are relatively weak F0s and F1s. Only 3 or 4 F5s touch down in the United States each year, but when they do, look out. A strong tornado can wreck buildings, throw cars and trucks through the air, and basically destroy anything it contacts. Well, if they can pick up trucks and mobile homes, I'd say they could definitely pick up a robot. Fortunately, most tornadoes don't last longer than 10 minutes. And the weaker the tornado, the shorter it usually lasts. Strong ones can go for about 25 minutes. But they move so fast, they can cut a path of destruction that's dozens of kilometers long. That's why if you live in an area where tornadoes are common, like the Midwestern United States, it's important to know tornado safety procedures. It's difficult to predict exactly where a tornado will strike. But when one touches down, the National Weather Service will send out a tornado warning. Bulletins will go out over TV and radio, and sometimes warning sirens will go off. If you hear one of these warnings, you need to go inside immediately, preferably into a basement or storm shelter. Well, it does look a little stormy out here. Maybe we should get inside. Uh-oh. He'll be alright.
He will. Take the quiz.
You want to take the quiz?
Yeah.
All right.
I love that. Yay.
Yes, ma'am. Get a question? Okay, place the following event in order. A tornado touches down, an updraft tilts the column of spinning air, cool, dense air begins coming down. B comes first, then what? C, then A?
Yeah.
So answer B. Good job. Where could you find a supercell forming? In an area that's been devastated by tornadoes, only in tropical regions, in the atmosphere, and a tornado's area of rotation.
D.
What is a supercell? You guys remember?
Oh, that's
Austin, you remember?
a storm.
A massive storm. So where would that be? I think.
Hey.
Where do storms occur? You guys know?
I see.
C is in the atmosphere. I mean, it's the air. It's the air. So storms occur in the air. So that's where a supercell is.
What?
A tornado is most likely to form under which conditions? Good job. Storming.
Sometimes it can form in C because then it turns into a storm.
It can, yeah, that's right. In the phrase F5 tornadoes can obliterate entire towns, what does obliterate mean? Who remembers what an F5 tornado is? Lola?
Really strong tornado.
A really strong tornado. So what do you think obliterate means? Yeah.
A. No.
If it's really, really strong, what can it do?
It can wreck things. Oh yeah, it's C.
Raise your hand if you think it's A. Raise your hand if you think it's C. Alright. We all think it's A?
Yes.
Remember how we said F5 tornadoes are really strong and they can ruin towns? They can wreck them also. Which of the following is the best depiction of an F5 tornado? Which one looks
Definitely D.
good? That one's the biggest and strongest.
That's huge.
Which word best describes how long tornadoes last? Are they a long time, instant, long time,
It depends.
short? They can be long, but they're usually short. How would a water spout or a tornado that forms over water look different than a tornado that forms over land? It wouldn't be as dark. It wouldn't be as powerful. Its winds would rotate in the opposite direction. It wouldn't be accompanied by thunderstorms.
D. I'd say D.
Why do you say D?
Why?
Avery?
Because a tornado, well, a tornado and a hurricane. A hurricane is caused by they are spinning around, it's really strong, kind of like a tornado, but a tornado is clear, and a hurricane is in the water.
Well, hurricanes start over the water, but then they go on land. This is called a water spout. It's a tornado that happens over the water, and it pulls water up into it.
I think it's because thunderstorms, really bad thunderstorms.
I think it's A too. Why do you guys think it'd be A?
The water. Because the water is
The water. What happens to tornadoes over land? What do they pick up?
black.
They're black because they pick up houses and dirt and all that stuff, right? But tornadoes over water just pick up the water. Good job. Which of the following is an opinion about tornadoes? They occur more frequently in the Midwestern United States than on the coast. They can cause millions of dollars worth of damages. F5 tornadoes are rare. F1 tornadoes aren't worth worrying about.
D.
Good job.
Because sometimes it can make you look like
Yeah, they can still be strong too.
but not
Not as strong though. Which of the following is a true statement about tornadoes? Strong tornadoes last longer than weaker ones.
Yeah.
Even the largest tornadoes are just a few meters wide. Tornadoes can destroy mobile homes, but not homes with solid foundations. Strong tornadoes often form from weak thunderstorms.
How do you D?
Why do you think it's D?
Because, they're gonna put it in.
Because remember they come from supercells, which are strong thunderstorms. Where's the best place to go when a tornado warning has been issued for your area?
Basement. Of course, we don't know. I don't know if you go upstairs, downstairs, my floor. Watch.
Well, the best choice there would be basement, because we don't know where the bedroom is. As a general rule, we want to go to the basement. No, we're going to do another activity now.
We want to be deeper in
Okay, we're going to make brochures about all that we've learned about tornadoes from this video, and then we're going to watch a movie that shows some real tornadoes.
Yay!
Maybe the last
I love seeing tornadoes.
They're cool, aren't they?
I love seeing them.
How many of you guys have seen a real tornado? You've heard the tornado siren? January is just a Where are we on a trip at? Jake, where are we on a trip?
Can we start? I was in the ferry at the lake.
We're in the lake. Okay, thank you. All right.
Factors testing.
Okay, everybody look up here. All right, make sure your paper looks like mine. You should be able to see what is a tornado. Does everyone look like that?
Yeah.
Take the right side that says tornado safety and fold it in half. So now we see preparing for tornado. Does everybody look like mine? We're just folding the right side in half. Okay? Keep that one folded and fold the left side over it. So now we're looking at the front cover.
Right there.
Yes, once you've done that, write your name on it. Alright, let's open up to the first page. What is a tornado? We're going to start with this page. Who remembers from the movie what a tornado is? Delaney?
It's like the two different pendulum and one that's going down, one that's going up, and they're colliding, and then they're starting to climb up, and then it's starting to go down, and it hits the ground and it goes towards the pendulum.
So a spinning what?
Spinning
What's it made of? Hot and cold air. So a spinning column of air. That's what we're writing. When do tornadoes occur? Jake, when would you see a tornado?
When it's really bad that destroy like a supercell.
During a storm. So a spinning column of air that touches the ground during a storm. A spinning column of air that touches the ground during a storm. Yes, a thunderstorm. You're right. Yeah. They can move up to how many miles per hour? Hayden, do you remember? 500? It's a little high. 100's a little low. We're between 100 and 500. Yes. 300? A little high. Caitlin. No, remember we said 300's too high and 100's too low. Ashton, you remember? 200. They can move up to 200 miles per hour and destroy anything in their path. A tornado can occur any time during the day and year, but they most often occur
In the night.
what time of day?
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Wait, afternoon was spring.
In the afternoon. Between the months of, do you guys remember when they said tornadoes?
Spring and summer.
It's spring. What? Do you guys remember the exact months of tornado season?
April.
April and May are in it, and so are
June and July.
March and June. So we're put between the months of March and June, which is spring. That's when most tornadoes happen, but they can occur in winter too, and summer. They can occur anytime.
Yeah, but it's mostly common.
Well, where might it be common in the summer? Where's it warm enough in the or in the winter for it to still happen? In the south, there were tornadoes in Florida. All right, scientists measure the strength of tornadoes using the
Something scale. Super scale.
Do you remember it?
It's something F.
It starts with F.
F-O?
Remember how we talked about F?
F1.
What's the F stand for?
It's hard to pronounce it.
It is hard to pronounce. Fujita.
I said that. That's in the story.
It is in a story. Everyone say Fujita.
Fujita.
Oh, it's hard to pronounce. F-U-G-J, sorry, I-T-A. I know. All right, let's turn to the middle. Not preparing for a tornado, about Tornado Alley. Do you guys remember what Tornado Alley is?
Kansas.
Kansas is in Tornado Alley. What is Tornado Alley? Why is it called that?
Western Kansas, there's a lot of tornadoes at Western.
That's why most of the tornadoes in America occur in Tornado Alley.
What is the name of the area?
The name is Tornado Alley. And so it's in the middle of the U.S., like we just said.
It's so... Can we just put U.S.?
Yes, you can put U.S. if you'd rather do that.
US.
What part of the country did we say it's in?
Kansas. Western Kansas. Can we do USA? No.
Is it in the east part of the country, the west part of the country, or the middle?
Middle.
Where's Kansas?
Middle of the United
It's in the middle. Remember they showed the map of the U.S. and it showed all straight down this Tornado Alley? You guys remember seeing that? So what states would be in it? We know Kansas is. What other states are in Tornado Alley? They're in the middle of the U.S. Lily? It's a little... Okay. Everyone picture the United States right now. Close your eyes and picture it. Kansas is right in the middle. What state's right above it? Nebraska. What state's right above Nebraska? You guys know?
We have a map.
Yep.
South Dakota?
It is South Dakota. Good job. What state's right below Kansas?
Texas.
Right below Kansas, Lily? Oklahoma. And right below Oklahoma?
Texas.
Texas.
Just do it.
So they make a straight line down the middle of the United States, don't they? That's what Tornado Alley is. Got it all? Good job. How many tornadoes do they have at your Jake?
200.
More than 200.
800. 400.
More than 400.
800.
800. Good job, Hayden. The United States has about 800.
Oh, that's a lie.
That is a lot. But remember, a lot of them aren't that strong, right? Most of them are just F0 or F1. They don't do that much damage. How many of those do you think occur in Tornado Alley?
400. 400.
There's only 800.
Oh, wait.
Most of them occur in Tornado Alley.
300. Around 900.
More than 400.
500.
500. Good job, Delaney. So it's a little more than half. 400 would be half. 500 are in Tornado Alley. All right. Tornado safety. Who remembers what a tornado watch means? All right. Watch out for tornadoes, okay. What's going on in the air when there's a tornado watch? Ashton? It's updrafting. Lola?
A tornado's near your area.
That's a warning. A watch means that it's possible for a tornado to happen. There's a storm that could make a tornado. What, Leah?
Possible for a tornado to happen, but that doesn't really mean it.
Right. It's possible, but they don't know for sure. Okay, so we're going to write, it's possible for a tornado to form. It's possible for a tornado to form, and there's a tornado watch. There's a storm that could produce one, but it hasn't yet.
It's really
They all happy? Your question, Eden? The camera. That's how my teacher can watch me. You can't see me. On the computer. Okay. Lola, what'd you say a tornado warning means?
A tornado's near the area.
Tornadoes in the area. When should we take shelter? When there's a tornado watch or a tornado warning? Warning. That means there's a tornado really close to us and we need to take shelter to be safe. What does a watch mean? Should we take shelter?
Yeah, we should watch the news.
Watch the news to see what they say. Good. So a tornado warning is that a tornado has been spotted. And that's when we want to take shelter.
Anyone, if you have a TV downstairs, you probably should still stay in shelter because
Yeah,
it might occur.
that's a good idea.
Why do you don't have a basement or go in your bathroom?
We're going to get to that one. What if I don't have a basement? Where should we go? Bathroom is good. Why is that good, do you know?
There's no window. There's no window.
There's no windows. There is, but if a tornado comes, it can break through the glass right there, those windows. But if you're on the inside, it has to break through all the walls. So if they bring you on the inside of your house, it goes backwards.
I have a window.
Yeah, windows. then you might not want to go in your bathroom. You might want to go in the closet then.
You might want to go to the ditch.
If you're driving, is it safe to be in your car?
No.
You have to lay down in a ditch. Tornado can pick up.
Or you could try to
I don't know. How fast can tornadoes go, Jake? 200 miles per hour. Can your car go that fast?
No. My car can go 800 miles per hour.
That's really fast. All right.
No, that's not.
Everybody, where's the safest place to be during a tornado? The basement. Or another room, as long as it's away from windows. And we just said that cars aren't safe places to be because they can be picked up.
But if you can't find one of those things on the ground, you can.
Well, if there's a tornado watch, is it a good idea to go outside in your car? If you're going somewhere and it happens, you don't want to drive away from it because it can move faster than you. You want to get in a ditch. If there's not a ditch, you should try to get under a bridge or something. But if not, I don't know. What do you think, Miss Valentine?
I'd say most places have a ditch. A ditch is the safest place.
They're off the side of the road.
If there's no ditch, can you just run off the road?
I guess if that's the last resort. You hope that doesn't happen. A ditch is like it's a little hole on the side of the road that you would want to lay in, so then you're a little bit underground.
If you close to a house, ask you to go in.
Yeah, you can do that. All right, let's turn over. Turn our brochure over. We're doing preparing for a tornado. Alright, we live in Tornado Alley, which means that it's possible for tornadoes to come. We have a lot of them here. So it's important for us to have a disaster plan so that when one happens, we know what to do. And everyone in our family knows what to do. Right? We need to make disaster plans. Everyone needs to know where to go if a tornado comes. We need to know that we're going to the basement, or we're going to the hall closet, or the bathroom that's upstairs, or wherever you guys decide, so that everybody knows ahead of time where they should be. Right, so you're already ready when it comes, and you don't have to spend time thinking about that. You also want to put an emergency kit there. So if we decide if a tornado comes, we're going to the basement, then we're going to put an emergency kit there so that when we get there and we're bleeding and something happens, we already have stuff for that. Because what might happen if our house is picked up by a tornado? We wouldn't know where any. Yeah, you can get cut and you won't know where any of your things are. So you need to have it close by. What are some things we might want to put in our emergency kit? Band-Aids. Food and water. That's really good, Avery. I'm glad you said that. Why might we want food and water in our emergency kit?
Because when a tornado happens, it takes off the house, and your pantry is not downstairs; it's up in the living room.
Right. So if we're stuck in the basement, we need to know that we have food and water and we can survive, can't we?
I don't have some of the I think so right now.
What else might be good? Ashton? Band-Aids would be good?
Oh yeah,
Jake, what might be a good thing to put in your emergency kit? What's something you could put over you to protect you from
sleeping bags.
Sleeping bags or blankets? Something so that if you know a tornado's coming and you're on the ground covering your head, like we all know how to do from our tornado drills, we can put the blanket over us, and if anything falls, it might protect us, right?
Or hard
blankets. What might happen if a tornado comes and takes our house and it's dark out? Will we be able to see?
Flashlights.
Flashlights. So we can find people and other things that we might need.
The street lights, maybe not be, maybe have they taken down because there's not going to be street lights.
The last thing we want is the Band-Aids and Neosporin and other things like that, like a first aid kit. What?
Doctor.
Well, we don't want to keep the doctor.
It would be kind of bad.
Alright, while we get the video ready, under My Tornado you guys can draw a tornado. So what do you guys think a tornado might look like? We haven't seen a real one yet. Some of them look like funnels, right? They're probably coming from clouds. Some of them just look like big columns of air. Dirt.
They're usually like a big column.
Whatever you think a tornado might look like, go ahead and draw it. They could do that. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, they can knock down houses too, right?
If you're in a hotel,
If you're in a hotel, you want to get to the very, very bottom. I'm sure the hotel can. As long as it's underground, it's still the same. The blanket will help protect it. Yeah, even better if you have a storage room or something.
There's a hurricane and there's a tornado. Do you go at the very bottom?
I really don't know. I bet they wouldn't send a ship out if it were hurricanes. Because hurricanes usually have a little bit more because they're storm systems. Good. All right, we're gonna watch another movie. This one's about tornado chasers. What do you guys think of tornado chasers?
I love tornadoes.
We all know, Isabella?
I didn't follow a tornado.
Yeah, when they hear tornadoes coming, they follow them so that they can learn more information about them.
So they have like a special satellite. There's like this satellite car, so they can have helicopters. I saw it.
Okay, well, we're going to watch this one.
Try to and then before, so they can't get hurt as easily.
Right. They're still really dangerous, though. Yeah, you can.
stop playing around. Giants, people need to see them a lot of Fine.
All right, while we wait for it to load, who wants to tell us the story about their tornado?
Oh, there's
Who has the tornado story? What's yours?
When I was little, I think I was 3 or 4, but there were a lot of tornadoes when I was little. And one time, my mom forgot about my blanket. Yeah. And I always had it when I was little. And my mom was like, go to my, I went to my grandma's room and I sat down and watched. They called me down. Oh, I was really sad.
What did you do?
I was at the lake and we stay in my boat, so we were in the boat at the dock and the tornado, it was a couple miles away from the lake. It was in the big town by way, and there's this hotel, and we went in the basement of the hotel.
That's good. Yeah?
Well, I was at my grandparents' house, and then we saw a tornado warning on the TV. So me and my grandpa ran downstairs and under the covers of the bed, and then when the siren went off, we got out of bed because the siren came back on. Oh, the sound is scary.
Lola, you have one? Alright, here's our movie song.
Oh,
Maybe? Oh no, that's not good. I don't know either. I've never
on the bottom of the first row, two sticks. It's loaded.
It's frozen.
Okay, fine.
Evaporate.
Make it, just leave it small.
This is the one, right?
Yeah.
Air chasers.
Yeah.
What we want.
We can call it a twist.
Yeah, go ahead. For some reason, I have to get this down.
Alright. Unless we get that to start, we're going to read this story. We'll just start it while we wait. If it starts, we'll watch the movie instead. I don't know if I'll have time to finish. It's called Tornado, like Gail Gibbons. Have you guys heard of her? Yes. You have? Have you heard her, Lily? Okay. It is raining hard. The winds are strong. The sky is dark. Suddenly, a twisting column of moist air, what is that? A tornado, reaches down from a cloud and touches the ground. It makes a loud, roaring sound. It is a tornado. Tornadoes begin inside storm clouds called cumulonimbus clouds, which are made up of warm, moist air. Do you know what a cumulonimbus cloud is? Lily? It's a puffy cloud. Those are the ones that look like shapes in the sky. These large, dark clouds can grow to be tall and enormous. There is lightning, thunder, rain, hail, and high winds. When warm, humid air reaches from the ground toward a dark cumulonimbus thunderhead, it creates an updraft that pulls more warm, humid air with it. When the air rises to where the temperature is cooler, condensation occurs, creating rain or hail. The cool air falls back toward Earth, creating a downdraft. We'll move inside too. If the updraft and the downdraft come together and start to spin, a funnel-shaped cloud forms inside the thundercloud and sometimes tilts into a funnel that reaches towards the ground. As the funnel spins faster and faster, it sucks up more and more warm air and becomes bigger and louder and more powerful. If it touches the ground, a tornado is formed. What does this tell us about tornadoes? As the funnel cloud spins faster and faster, it sucks up more and more warm air and becomes bigger and louder. How do tornadoes get stronger?
Like they appear in thunderstorms, so they get more clouds.
Okay, the bigger the storm. If a tornado's on the ground longer, will it become stronger or weaker?
Weaker. I want weaker.
What happens to tornadoes? They pick things up, right?
Yep.
So as it picks up more stuff, what does this book say? It becomes bigger, faster, and more powerful.
Bigger.
So the longer it's on the ground, the more it picks up, the stronger it gets.
Wouldn't it be so heavy they would just die?
Well, the more stuff they get, the faster they spin. So the faster they move.
It's kind of like when you eat food, it gives you energy. Kind of like tornadoes. They eat things up.
Right, picking things up is its food. It keeps it going. In 1971, Theodore Fujita developed the Fujita scale, rating tornadoes on a scale from F0 to F5. Since then, the scale has been enhanced, setting stricter standards for measuring damage.
Approximately 1 in 10 of all tornado fatalities
Here's our video.
involve this in their cars. A car offers full protection from death and twister. But that doesn't stop you.
As the company just read, was pretty much
They were talking about the tornado scale, the Fujita scale.
It's frozen again.
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, you're fine. We'll keep going.
Deliberately using it to hunt down violent weather.
It's not. Oh my God. It's trying to load.
Tornado, she's gone.
You're fine.
I don't know. I'm just trying to e-ticket it in. I'm gonna have to come back out.
It's loading. It's trying to load still. It's gonna load, baby. We can read the book while it's loading.
Yeah, we'll keep going. Classifications are mostly based on the amount and type of damage caused. There is no way yet to directly measure the winds in every tornado. Wind speeds are estimates only and are based on the severity of the damage. No matter how big or how little a tornado is or how long it lasts on the ground, it is likely to cause damage. So an F5 tornado, we know, it's called an F5 tornado because it's strong enough to pick up a house, right? So an F1 tornado maybe just knocks down a tree or something. That's how they determine how strong it was, by how much stuff it messed up. F0 tornadoes may have wind speeds between 65 and 85 miles per hour. Right here is our picture of our F0 tornado. Not much wrong. The tree's still standing, house is still standing, right? F1 tornadoes may have speeds between 86 and 110 miles per hour. They can peel the surface off roofs and overturn small trucks and mobile homes. So we lost our chimney over here. We lost the tree back here.
You turn away from F0? Yes.
They can only move up to 110 miles per hour, so you can drive faster than that. F2 tornadoes may have wind speeds between 111 and 136 miles per hour. They can tear the whole roof off a frame house, demolish mobile homes, and snap or uproot large trees. The house isn't looking so good anymore, is it? See it? This is the house that took its roof off. Make sure that's me, Jake. F3 tornadoes may have wind speeds between 137 and 166 miles per hour. They can uproot a forest and lift heavy cars off the ground. That's why it's not safe to be in your car. It can be picked up. F4 tornadoes may have speeds between 167 and 200 miles per hour. They can demolish well-constructed houses, leaving few walls standing. Other structures may be blown off their foundations and moved. So these ones are strong enough to pick up a house and move it. Here's our F5 tornado.
Oh.
That's pretty big, isn't it?
Where?
It's all over the page. The whole page is the tornado. Well-constructed houses are lifted off their foundations, carried away, and totally destroyed. Trains have been lifted off the tracks. The devastation is so extreme that it is hard to believe that there are trains flying around. There are 2 regions of the United States that experience tornadoes frequently. One region is in the middle of the United States. What's that one called?
Tornado Alley.
Tornado Alley, right down the middle.
Yeah.
In this area, most of the tornadoes occur in March, April, May, and June. The other is the state of Florida, where the tornadoes most likely occur during January, February, and March. On May 3rd, 1999, 96 tornadoes ravaged parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota. What area is that?
Tornado Alley.
Tornado Alley. It hit every state in Tornado Alley that day. If the F5 scale had been in effect, most destructive ones would have been classified as such. The damage in the Oklahoma City area alone was valued at more than $1 billion. Yeah.
Sickness happen in Canada.
They can happen anywhere, so they can happen in St. Louis. It's not part of Tornado Alley though, but this one right here is talking about St. Louis. On the afternoon of March 18th, 1925, a record-breaking tornado devastated parts of Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. It is called the Great Tri-State Tornado. An estimated 695 people died. It's believed that 606 people died in Illinois alone. The tornado was on the ground for 3 hours and 29 minutes and traveled 217 miles. If the Vegeta scale had been in effect, this tornado would have been an F5. See this line? It went all the way across Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana.
Wow.
What? Me too. Scary. Meteorologists are people who study weather. Meteorologists are on constant watch to predict and warn people of dangerous storms that may produce tornadoes. They study computer data and radar screens. The National Weather Service reports to television and radio stations if they see the possibility of tornadoes forming. What's that called? The possibility of a tornado forming.
Warning.
Possible tornado watch. This information is broadcasted every 15 minutes. What to do when a tornado approaches. If your house has a basement, that's where you should go. If you don't have a basement, where should you go?
Go in your bathroom.
Bathroom or closet. How do you sit if a tornado is coming?
Get on your knees.
Crouch down, you want to cover your head, you want to protect your brain. What can you put over you? If you have mattresses down there, you can put mattresses over you too.
Oh yeah, get under something too.
If you're in a car, get out and find a ditch. After the tornado, be careful of fallen electrical wires, broken glass, and unsafe structures.
You had a hailstorm a couple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why couldn't that strong storm? Why didn't it form a tornado?
It did form tornadoes, just not here. There was a couple in Missouri.
Oh.
Question?
Or you can just if you're buying a house and there's no ditch, you can just go.
Yeah. Question? Good. All right. Alright, go ahead and put your things away and get ready for a recess.
There are 3 in there. That's not kind of bad.